Good Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy and nutrition on the planet. This is episode 38. I am your host, Jeremy. We talk all things sports and entertainment from our point of view, the fans' point of view. We're going to hop right into the pig walk section because Razorback fans, the ones who are here for them hogs, baby, you know what's about to be said. Something happened this weekend that just, as bad as this basketball season has been, football, and we don't know about baseball, something happened that just put a smile on our face this weekend. It put a big old smile on our face. Arkansas, let's set the scene a little bit here just to feel good. Hogs are going to Rupp Arena, where Coach Calipari coached and built this amazing program, won a national championship there, multiple NCAA tournament appearances, runs. With that, you're going to get some upsets as well, and he has been on the decline in Kentucky for quite a while. We go hire him after Eric Musselman leaves us. You know, there's not many coaches at the time that we could have got other than Coach Cal, and let's be honest, we wouldn't have wanted anybody else. Let's be real. With what we're getting out there might not be what we were up to par for and what we signed up for. And so all year we have heard Kentucky fans, I swear to you, Kentucky fans were more obsessed with Cal's downfall than their success with Coach Pope. And they have been on a tear, man. They've won some big games this year, but they've also lost some games where they shouldn't have lost. We have been just trying to find some sort of hope during this SEC schedule, and we hadn't found much. All right, we were coming 1-6. We came in 1-6 Saturday into Rupp Arena, where Cal built that place, made it what it was, and they're 11-point favorites. They're camping out. They're making T-shirts with his face on it, with a clown nose on it. They're booing him when he gets in the stadium. There are some that are cheering, but we heard the boos. They booed. We had 3 Kentucky guys transfer last year to us. So those guys were getting booed. It was just an ugly looking ordeal, kind of. And we have no business being in this game by what we've put out on the court the past 7 games. But something clicked this night, and Arkansas goes on a tear. Adu Thero, transfer from Kentucky, 21 points, 8 rebounds, was a monster. DJ Wagner, transfer from Kentucky, 17 points, 8 assists. Big Z, transfer from Kentucky, 14 points, 4 assists, followed up by John L. Davis with 18, 5, and 6. Knox with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Brazile 5 and 2, and Richmond 4 and 2. Hogs go unbelievable. 13 of 25 from 3, 52%. Ain't even come close. We ain't even sniffed that. We're good to be in the 30% range. 52%. Then we go 32 of 58. 55% field goal percentage. We talked about this. If we're going to shoot bad, we got to get to the free throw line. We shot great, and we didn't have to get to the free throw line that much. We went 12 of 16 when we did, though, for 75%. Hogs end up upsetting Kentucky at home, sold-out arena, 89-79. Hogs, as a Razorback fan, I was kind of waiting for okay, eventually we're going to have to cool off here, and they're going to go on a run. They would score, we would score. They would score, we would score. All night long. It was unreal to watch. It was the coolest thing ever. And I can only simply put it I just laugh at Kentucky fans because they hop in all of our chats, every Razorback chat, basketball related. They're in there talking shit about Cal, about us and our program, and how they love watching us crumble and how they're on the uproar. They never needed Cal. They said that this game was our Super Bowl after we won it, right? Yeah, this is your only win. It's your Super Bowl. You paid $300+ a ticket. You camped out for days to get your spot. You made T-shirts for the man. You sold out your arena for the second worst team in the SEC, a 1-6 conference team. If Cal's not attached to Arkansas, half your stadium's full. But since Cal's attached, You showed up. You did. You made it your Super Bowl because you have watched him crumble at Arkansas and you wanted to be the last one. Like, come on. For you to get over the hump somehow in your mind, you got to go beat Cal. And he's coming to our arena. And you know what he did? He walked into your stadium that he built. He walked to the visitor section, which he's probably never even been to, got in that locker room, inspired them kids. Those kids came out and whooped your ass. And you watched 40 minutes of it, and you spent your dime on it. I didn't spend any money watching it other than my my YouTube TV channel, because that's where I watched it from, eating cookies and laughing. It ripped your soul out. The best moment was with like 2 minutes left. The crowd just starts leaving. And it's like, where are you going? You were talking all this trash. You're supposed to beat us by 11, and we're whooping your high knee. It was incredible to watch. The best feeling in the world. We could lose every game. I don't even care. I don't even care, because we live rent-free in Kentucky's head, and we don't even think about Kentucky. We just think about our next game. Like, Kentucky thinks about us. There have people calling into shows saying, I loved watching you guys lose to LSU. They don't even talk about the fact that they just beat Tennessee or that they beat Florida. They don't talk about that. They talk about how we lost to somebody, and they love that. They love to see Cal's downfall, but they don't want to see their own success. And what do you do when that happens? When you're so focused on someone else and not worried about your own shit, that someone else comes in there and puts it on you, and you just going to have to wear it. And it's a great day for Razorback Nation and a bad day for Big Blue Nation. Next on the slate, we got 10 games left in conference. We talked about this a long time ago. This is a far stretch, so do not get hype about this just yet. Far stretch. We got to win 5 of 10 to have a bubble shot. And then we're going to have to probably win a game or two in the tournament. It does depend on who we win against, if we can get 5 or 6 wins here. This next one is against Texas. Tremont Mark, Arkansas fans, one we loved last year. He's at Texas. He only averaging 10 points a game, though. Can you imagine if Tremont Mark would have stayed with his team? My goodness. But we're going to Texas tomorrow. I'll have this out. 13-8 Arkansas versus 15-7 Texas. They are pretty much a mirror image of us as well. It's going to come down to who can just outlast who. Points per game for us is 77. For them is 79. Points against, 68-66. Field goal percentage, 47-48. Rebounds right at 36 apiece, and assists are 14 and 13. Like, this is going to come down to, they've got 3 guards, 1 forward, who are going to be their 4 main guys that spread the wealth. They're a pretty good team, but I think we can do this. They did just wax LSU by almost 40, possibly more. But we just coming off this Kentucky win. We need to split the pair this week if we can. If we can go 2-0, something crazy is about to happen. But if we can get Texas, then we just got to win 4 of 9. Like, you got to keep thinking of, if we can get 5 to 6 more wins, we're right on the cusp of that bubble, and depends on who it is. Then this Saturday, guys, this is a big one. This would be one. It'd be crazy. If we beat Texas, Saturday night at Bud Walton will go nuts again. It'll be the Bud Walton of old that Calipari wants, that the team is begging for. Like, if we're in here, it will be sold the frick out. 19-3 Alabama comes to Bud Walton, and Alabama ain't no joke. Alabama ain't like Arkansas. We said Texas is a mirror image. Alabama scores 90 points a game. We score 77. However, Alabama does give up 78 points a game. We only give up around 68. So we can maybe match them in the middle here in the 80s, but we're going to have to score to get in them 80s. You just saw how hot we had to be to get to 89. We're going to have to be hot here, or they're going to have to be cold. Because let's make no mistake about this win this past weekend. Kentucky wasn't cold. Kentucky was hot, and Arkansas was hot. Like, it wasn't like we just had a really good day and they had a bad day. This was 2 good teams that had good days. One was just better than the other, and that's the coolest part about it for us Arkansas fans. Are like, oh, is this the moment where that switch gets flipped on? Or did they just flip it on for Coach Cal and they were a little bit more hyped up because the trash talk? Or is this that moment that we were talking about weeks ago of like this team's talent level is so high, all they got to do is put it together, and it can just happen just like that, and they can be off and running. We'll find out tomorrow if this team's a one-hit wonder and just shows up for whatever game they want to, or is this like this is the norm now? This is what it's going to take to win. I don't know if we can ever shoot that good again from the three-point line. We might get a game or two out of that, but we can't bank on that. We got to get to that free throw line some more to beat these other teams, because I don't think we can get that hot again. I just don't. Maybe we do, but their field goal percentage is not, when it comes to Alabama, is 1% higher than ours. It's not like they're scoring every time they shoot. They just are up and down the court a lot, and we have to do the same thing. But they're also giving up 7-8%, which means to me we can attack them, get to the line, especially against Alabama. So we got to go 1-1 this weekend. But I'm just so damn proud of Coach Cal and the boys. Adu, Big Z, Wagner, Knox, John L. Davis, Brazil, Richmond. Everybody was included except for Jonas Adu. Had nothing. But it's okay. We didn't need you today. We're going to need you down this road. So we're going to need you to show up for one of these games. So we're not holding you out. That's okay. We didn't need you. We will need you in the future, and you just got to deliver, big dog. All right, moving on. Baseball is right around the corner. Okay, February 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, which is next Friday. The Hogs are hosting Washington State, which is a pretty solid school, for a 4-game stretch before we go into our big tournament, which I think has Michigan and a couple other teams in there. We'll do a full breakdown of all that. You guys know I love baseball, but top 25 came out. Hogs are sitting at 5, and we're okay with that. A lot of SEC schools. We're going to break down the top 25 real quick. We're going to do a bold, way too early Omaha prediction of the top 8 teams. And then we're going to get you guys out of here. All right, how's that sound? So number 25, we've got Troy. Number 24, Nebraska. Number 23, TCU. 22, Santa Barbara. 21, Arizona. 20 is Dallas Baptist. 19 is Texas. 18, Mississippi State. 17 is Oklahoma State. 16 is Vandy. 15, Clemson. 14, Wake. 13, NC State. 12, Oregon. 11, Duke. 10, Florida. 9, Florida State. 8, Georgia. 7, Oregon State. 6, North Carolina. Number 5, Arkansas Razorbacks. Number 4, Tennessee Volunteers. Number 3, LSU Tigers. Number 2, Virginia Cavaliers. And number 1, Texas A&M Aggies. I mean, out of the top 5, 4 of them are in the SEC. Top 10, 6. Yeah, this is going to be a good year. We got 9 teams in the top 25 to start. That's not to say somebody gets hot. I'm going to do my early bold predictions for who is going into, and this is the way too early. This is going off of recruit class and luck and just guessing and history. If I'm going to pick 8 teams to go to the College World Series as of right now, just based off of gut feeling and recruiting class, they're all going to be in the top 25 right now. I don't know here. I think A&M at number 1. They're ridiculously good. So I have A&M in the College World Series. I do have LSU as well. LSU's, and I hate saying it, but LSU's just, they're good at baseball and they're consistent. I do have Tennessee as well. They've been the past few years, they've been there. I have Arkansas, believe it or not, Florida State, Oregon. My 7th team getting in is Clemson. And my dark horse to get in, I can't say there. I mean, it's just a small school. UC Santa Barbara. I think that they can sneak in. I think that they can get hot. They can host a regional, possibly host a super. They did last year. They were great. I think that they can do that again. Don't sleep on Florida. Do not sleep on Florida. They did lose 2 of their studs, but I think they're going to reload. Wake was decent 2 years ago. Last year fell off. Texas and Mississippi State, anybody in the SEC. Dallas Baptist was great last year. This is going to be a fun year. I can tell you that. This is going to be fun. All right, so real quick touch, just because we love sports in general. Super Bowl is this weekend. I'm not watching it. I'm going to be the protester. We're all cheering for Philly except for Kansas City fans. Man, this past weekend was fun, though. You had the Razorbacks playing basketball against Kentucky. We had the Royal Rumble, and we're going to talk about that right now, okay? The Royal Rumble. Yes, wrestling is a fake. It's a scripted act, just like Game of Thrones isn't real. So when you tell me, you know it's not real, well, neither is your favorite show, okay? Neither is it. But I enjoyed the storytelling of it, and this Royal Rumble had so many big names in it, we really didn't know which way they were going to go. They could have went with CM Punk because CM Punk is hot and everybody loves CM Punk, and he was supposed to win last year. Tore his tricep, didn't win. Is he going to win? You got Seth Rollins coming in there who just lost to CM Punk. Is he going to somehow get revenge and he'll go get it? Then you got Roman Reigns coming back because Cody beat him last year at WrestleMania. Roman's in there. Could he win it? Drew McIntyre is turning into this evil asshole. Is he going to win it? Jacob Fatu is in there. Is he going to win it? John Cena, farewell tour. Is he going to win it? No. Logan Paul, because he's so popular, is he going to win? No. 5 years ago, they started this bloodline theme with Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, his brother, and they started this. And Roman quickly became the number one, and Jey became the number two. And he said that he was wanting to be number one. Why can't it be me? Damn it. Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble. 5-year storytelling in the making. Well done, WWE. I hope he goes after Cody. I do. I think if he can go after Cody instead of Gunther, have CM Punk or someone else go after him. But if you have him go after Cody, Cody can turn into Homelander from The Boys finally. Cody can beat Jey at WrestleMania, but turn heel. Do it dirty. Low blow. Brass knuckles. Do something dirty where Cody breaks, and then we get the bad Cody, which we all kind of think that he'll be fantastic, and that's the next spot for his character to go. But congratulations to Jey Uso, day one. Love you, Us. I loved watching that. He got emotional on the show after, talking about just saying thank you to the fans. The man's incredible. But well done, Jey. You get your flowers and go whoop some ass at WrestleMania. NASCAR is also back, guys. NASCAR's back. They did the preseason little race where it's literally the track was made for running. And they put 30 cars on the damn thing. It was insane, bumping and pushing each other. It was like giant go-karts. They were just moving each other out of the way, and it was incredible. Ryan Blaney got second. Chase Elliott gets first. 1-2 with the best two drivers the two drivers that I like. So I'm happy there. I'm very happy there. But just those are quick recaps. Some of you guys are not interested in those things, so we'll warm you up to them. We'll warm you up to them. You got your hog info. You got a little bit of WrestleMania. Who gives a shit right now about the Super Bowl? And you're going to get a little NASCAR when that comes back. But that's going to do it for episode 38. We cannot wait to see you guys next week. Let's keep it going, hogs. We love you guys so much. Before you get out of here, 3 things to live by. Do not piss into the wind. Number 2, hogs by 90. Ask Kentucky. And number 3, never, ever, ever trust a fart. Until next time, guys. We'll see you later.